Hello everyone, I hope you are well. I'm going to review Lana Del Rey's poetry collection. This is Violet Bent Backwards Over the Grass, and this is full of Lana Del Rey's poetry and also photography, and it does have some artwork in it from other people in the back of the book as well. So I am a fan of Lana Del Rey's music. I absolutely adore her lyrics, and I absolutely adored this, and I thought I would because I'm such a fan of her music. I love the layout. I love the beginning pages, and then it has random photography by Lana Del Rey in it, and then the font in it is like a typewriter font because she typed all of this up on a typewriter, and some of the poems are written side by side, but they'll have the original version of the poem which will have scrawled over handwriting on it, and then the final edition of the poem, but she's put them side by side so you can see where she started and where she got to and certain different parts within it. So I read this first as it is in the physical form. I then listened to the musical accompaniment that goes with it. So it's Lana Del Rey talking and reading out the poems set to music, but it's not exactly the same as the poems in the book. So it's the same gist as the poems, but she has slightly changed some of the words. I just knew because I was following it along as I was listening to her read it aloud. And so some words she'll slightly change, but you get the same meaning. And I loved the CD. It had a very much, if you've seen the film Love Witch, which I absolutely adore that film, it had a vibe like that, a really strange vibe. It was really odd listening to it because I had read it and loved it, and then listening to her reading the poems aloud, it felt like I was listening to someone's phone call, like I shouldn't be listening, like I was listening in, like sleuthing, and I shouldn't be there. And with the poems I felt the same. I felt like I was reading her diary and I shouldn't have been. And the pictures in it, I felt like I was looking at her personal photos in her diary and I shouldn't have been, because it felt so intimate to her, and that is the charm of this, and I absolutely loved this. I loved reading it in the physical form, and I also loved her spoken word set to music of the poems. I thought that was fantastic as well. I think the thing with Lana Del Rey is she's so intimate. You feel with all her songs, you feel like she's singing them about herself, even if she isn't, even if the circumstances in the song aren't her real life, because like me, you might have read things about her life and watched interviews of her, so she's not talking about her actual real life, but she conveys the narrative of the story so well that you believe she is that person, she is that character. And that's how I felt within this. I felt like she was every character within it, even if I thought, well, Lana Del Rey, I don't think she's been married, and she talks about it in her ex-husband within this. And I was thinking, I don't think she's been married, but it still felt like it was her, like she was talking about herself. And that's what I just loved about it. It has such a charm to it, like her music. And I think also, I was thinking about like why I love her music so much and why I think it has such a great appeal is because it's so authentic. Every song you feel like she is the character talking to you, and all the songs are very different, but you feel like they are almost a part of you, that we all have different sides to us, and that's what Lana Del Rey really conveys. And in a world with social media, when everyone's trying to portray a perfect image of themselves, just go on Instagram, people are posting images to make them look perfect, to make them look nice, to put a certain part of themselves out there and emphasize that and not show the other parts of their personality. And the thing with Lana Del Rey is in her songs there might be stuff that you're thinking, why is the character being so destructive, or why is the character doing that, or I don't agree with that, but it's authentic. It's not trying to get you to like her. And I think that's the big thing about Lana Del Rey. Lana Del Rey doesn't really care if you like her or not. If you follow her on social media, she doesn't really care if you like her or not. She's a nice person, but she's just doing her art and that's it. And she's being authentic and she's doing what she wants to do. And this was really inspiring, this poetry collection, because she's saying to it within you, do what you want to do. If you want to go and be a singer, go and be a singer. Whatever you want to do, you have one shot at life, go and do it. And I felt that very much also in the foreword. The foreword is, dedicated to whoever's worn, warm afternoon hands come upon these pages, wherever you may find them, and that you may remember that the world is conspiring for you, and to act in a manner as such. And with this, it's very much like, be a dreamer. It's okay. Live your dreams. Do whatever you want to do. And I loved that within it. And I loved the sweetness in it, but the sourness of certain poems I loved it. I thought it was so good, but I thought I would like it because I am a big Lana Del Rey fan, and I think why she shines through so much within, you know, the culture is that she's authentic. So many people aren't. So many people come and do like fake things, and they want to portray that they're like a bit crazy or that they're very sexy, and that's it. Whereas Lana Del Rey is everything, and I think that's why she really shines through and people love her music, and I love her music as well. I loved this. I thought it was fantastic. Thank you, Lana Del Rey, for publishing it. It was fabulous. I loved it. So I'm going to end this video here. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I will see you tomorrow for another one.